to the last official life group of 2019. It's hard to imagine, and I think when you say that, you think about everything we've been through in 2019 and just what God has done and where He's taken us, and man, what an awesome God we serve. But tonight, what I want you to talk about as you think about this idea, the sermon series, I have no gift to bring. 2 weeks ago, we talked about Gideon and this idea that he was not a man of valor. And then this last week, we talked about Moses, very similar conversation with God, right? Moses compared to Gideon, and both doubted what God could do really in their lives, and both doubted that they would be good enough. And God asked Moses, "What do you have in your hand?" And Moses said, "Hey, all I've got is a stick." And I think a lot of us feel like that. We just, we got something, but it's just not good enough. And it's definitely not good enough to lead Israel out of Egypt. That's what he was saying. And there was a lot of doubt there. And again, my favorite part, he throws the stick down, it turns into a snake, and he runs away from it. And so today, as you talk about this idea of what is it that you have in your control, and that's the idea that what Moses had was that stick, but that stick was what he could control, what he had. And remember, that staff was a shepherd's staff. He'd been a shepherd for a lot of years at this point, so he knew how to use that staff. And so it's not just something he just came up with, right? Something he knew about, something he had, and God said, "I want you to release it. I want you to give me control over it." And when he did, God was able to do amazing, amazing things. And so I want you to do a comparison of Gideon with Moses, their calling, and what does that look like in our life? What are some of the things that we keep control of because we're trying to make things better, right? We're trying to get out of debt. We're trying to change our habits. We're trying to do something, and so we've got control, and yet God, I believe, is telling us we need to release control of that, to give it to Him, and once it's in His hands, He can do amazing things with it. So that's what I want you to talk about today. Again, remember the Gideon story. You'll read a little bit about that. Remember the Moses story, and kind of try to look at both of those as even though they're two different stories, as very similar stories. Okay, and then hey, can you do this for me? On December 22nd, we're going to have our Christmas celebration or Christmas service, and just FYI, the 22nd and the 29th, we're going to our Christmas New Year's timing, which means we start service at 10 a.m. No morning devotions. Service starts at 10 a.m. But on the 22nd, we're going to have a Christmas choir, music choir, worship choir, dance. We're going to have a little drama. And the title of the sermon and the title of the day is really this idea that if I were God. And this is a great opportunity. Invite your friends. It's going to be an awesome time. I've been part of the choir. They're doing a great job. The drama team, the dance team. I'm excited to see what God's going to do. But I believe God's going to not only touch your life and my life, but it's meant to touch others' lives. So begin to invite them even now to come out and just experience that and really answer the question, if I were God, what would I do? And I